Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to channel CodeX. I'm your host Afzal, and in today's video we're gonna see the Rive animation, which you can see in the thumbnail. We are going to create a dark to light mode switching animation inside Rive application, which is also known as flare animation. So this is a brief intro. Now Dipesh already have started asking question, what is Rive, how it works. All right, so we are going to deal in detail with Rive, so grab your popcorn. This may be like a half an hour video or 1 hour video. It's live stream, it will go like it will be a lengthy live stream. So upfrontly I'm telling, grab your popcorn, enjoy the session, and let me just make sure that everything is working fine. And you guys also can let me know if my audio is proper, if my visuals are proper. And welcome all of you. Let me know where from where you guys are joining. Just say hello, hi, so that other peoples also get joined by then. CodeX is going live. Yes, Sri Sharan, we are going live. Hello from Philippines. Hello, Kane Allen Imam. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome to live stream. Nikhil Lotke is there. He is one of my colleague. Thank you so much, Nikhil, for joining the live stream. All right, people are joining from Nepal and from Belize. I don't know which place is it. Perfect. So our topic for the members who have just joined right now, we are going to look into the animation part. This is not a coding tutorial. In fact, this is a animation tutorial, because being a front-end developer, we should know how to work with animation, how to work with visuals and all those stuff, right? It's a fancy stuff, right? Okay, so I think we are good. I can see the comments. Our setup, I am just assuming, fingers crossed, that it should not mess up like how we did last time. Thank you so much, Uluwesi, for your nice feedback. People are joining from Algeria, from Sri Lanka, different part of the world. Welcome. How are you guys? How's the situation there? Have you taken the vaccine? What do you think about vaccine? You can leave in the feedback comment section below, and let's hear from the people. How is it going there? Okay, I can see the stream is smooth. It is getting enough views. It has enough members, and let me check the quality. Yeah, Rafael, welcome to live stream. Rafael has joined us from Brazil. Okay, so we are good to start. Drumil Mathia joined from India. Welcome to live stream, Drumil. And I'm really sorry guys if I pronounce your name wrongly. So for the members who have just joined right now, let me repeat once again. We are going to create animation video inside Rive application. And if you don't know about Rive, so let's start with something. You might have heard about flare animation. If not somewhere else, then of course in my CodeX channel, I have created 2-3 videos on Rive animation. So basically it's like the animation is built inside a JSON file. It has all the coordinates, it knows all the path, how to animate everything, and that you put inside your application. So what happens, this application is controllable from your widgets. You can write a code for that animation. So that is one good thing. And apart from that, it's a lightweight. Apart from that, it's easy to create. And apart from that, what else you want? Those reasons are enough to start with. All right, so from Nigeria, many people are joining. Ahmad Ali is sharing this nice stickers, or what we call emojis, which emojis are only available for the members of the channel. So if you're not the member of the channel, go ahead and take membership. What is stopping you? All right, please talk about theme data widget 2. Nice topic. So guys, let me tell you upfrontly that I'm going to take all the question and answer at the end of the video. So initial 30 minutes or 45 minutes, we will try to focus on, creating this animation. And let me show you guys also what we are going to create. Just a second. I hope it just shows me up real quick. It doesn't take much time. I saved it on desktop maybe. Dark theme, something I don't remember now. All right, it's there in the YouTube folder. So this is going to be a long live stream, so get your popcorn, get your drinks, have some water, keep it in your reach. All right, here you go. So what I can do, I can share my screen so that you can see what I'm seeing in just a moment. Perfect. Okay, how to do split screen here? Come on. Yep. Okay, perfect. So now I can go to screen sharing, and I hope you can see my screen now. So this GIF image, this is what we are going to create inside Rive application. You can see how nice it is, like how good user experience it is when you click on switch to light, from like light to dark theme. All the lights turn on, and this little cat comes from behind the bushes. So it's very nice, and I found this animation on the GitHub page. So if you open github.com and /your account, you will find this on the right hand corner, on the right upper corner. And when I saw this animation for the first time, I just felt in love with this, like how creative idea it is. Instead of just toggling the switch button, you can create something fancy like this. So it's just a fancy idea. You can have it for your product, or if you just want to scrap that, like you want to stick to the basic, it's your choice. All right, so now we have the agenda set. We have shown, like I have shown you what we are going to create in this video. So it's good time to start. So any suggestions, like how we are going to do that, how we'll be animating, and how we'll be designing this stuff? Let me hear from you guys also. Hello, Akobo. I'll only take your last name, from South Sudan. Welcome to LiveStream. Okay. Have you ever worked with any animation tool like After Effects or Rive application? Have you created any application such that it's easy to understand for me, like what level I should give details? So just write down in the comment section that if you have ever worked with keyframe animation and stuff like that. Okay, you guys can leave your feedback in the comment section. And meanwhile, Sunil Jaswal has asked a question that animation controller will work with it. So I'll tell you that in Flutter, there's something called Flare Actor, which basically drives this animation. So using Flare Actor, you can say that I want to animate this part, I want to animate to the second part. Like that, you can define different animations. So there's a package already available for it. Okay, building an animation control only. All right, so majority of people, like I got 4 or 5 comments, so they are saying they are not much aware of it. So we'll start from something beginning, and I'll show you how that Rive application look like and what is actually Rive, how like started a little bit of a history behind it. So oh my goodness, I'm showing you the blank screen which has nothing. My bad. So are you guys ready for today's live stream? Let me see the stream quality, the viewers count. Everything is going awesome. Perfect. So are you guys excited for today's live stream? And is it going to be like something which you will be implementing in your application, or it's just a fancy idea, you will leave it? Let me know. Meanwhile, more people will join the live stream. I have worked with After Effects making VFX videos. So Akobo, this is going to be, a piece of cake for you, because whatever you have done in After Effects, this is just a basic of it. Like we just have to do some keyframing for color, for shape, for path. That's it. You are looking too energetic. Thank you so much. And although, like, to be honest, I'm very tired today because after office I directly joined I just took 1 hour of break setting up all this in infra, and then I'm in live stream. So all good. Thank you so much, Amit Kumar Maurya, for doing 100 rupees chat, super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And you guys also, if you want your question to be heard, if you want to donate, if you want to contribute to channel Codex, you can go ahead and do a super chat. And if you want something in return, you can take membership at least. Okay. And you will find a lot of links in the description where you can contribute to channel Codex, or if you have some doubts, still you can ask on Discord server, or like there's a link for Facebook, you can ask there. Okay, so this is the time to start. Let's not waste any time. We have, you know, enough members to start with, so I'll not take much of time, and here we go. Perfect. So let me share my screen, and currently what you are seeing is my website. Like it's my Chrome browser, where I have opened Rive.app. So you can go to Rive.app, and literally you can create animations such like this. Now if you see over here, when I move the mouse, okay, just like this, the character is controlled with our gesture. So it's very simple. Like this is the current X coordinate. If I move, it's going to follow the X coordinate. So this live information of your mouse, or like whatever screen resolution you want, or whatever information you want to pass, you can pass that information to animation, and that animation will behave according to your data. So that is what something Rive application creates, and that is what Rive animations are. So before we proceed to Rive.2.2, which is the latest version, Rive was previously known as flare animation. So if you call .flare animation, this is what we are talking about. If you call .rive, this is what we are talking about. It's one and the same thing. Okay, so of course this is too complex for you know, our tutorial, but this is what Rive, you can achieve something like this, all this animation stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create this animation, and whereas this switch button we'll do inside Flutter application, and we'll be focusing only on this part where this green you know, git icon is there, this little cat is there, and these few bushes. Okay, so we'll be focusing only on this part, and this we can do with a normal switch inside Flutter, so nothing fancy. Okay, so what happens inside Rive, or let me log in and show you. That will be better. Oh my god, if it asks for Google authentication, it will be nightmare for me. Let's see if we get authorized. It remembers me. Let's see. Perfect. Now it remembers me. Cool. So as you can see on my screen, let me see. Yeah. So I already tried doing this before showing it to you guys. So this is what I have created, but don't worry, I'm not going to start with that file. I'll create from scratch so that we learn something. Okay, so what happens inside Rive.app, it's very simple. I'll put link in the description. You can go to Rive.app and create a new project for yourself. So if you click your user profile here, you can create a new file. So I'm just going to create a new file. I hope you can see the screen. I hope you can hear me properly. Just leave in between few comments if you have, and of course question answer session we'll do at the end. So this is what their online designer looks like. So it's pretty much like empty, everything is empty, and it will start with a canvas, just like we do in Flutter. We create a canvas, or any editing software, right? So what I'm gonna do is create a canvas first to show you how it works. So let's go to plus, or how can we create a canvas? Okay, this is our file name, artboard. Okay, so canvas is called artboard here. My bad, I should have done that homework first. So instead of canvas, we'll be calling artboard. Okay, and this is your artboard to start with. So you can create of whatever size you want. So generally we choose some standard size. So I'm going to say, come on man, yeah, 512 by 512. All right, so now we have something to start with. So this is the artboard, and basically here you can create any shape and animate as you want. So for creating shapes, you can use this basic tool, like if you want rectangle, if you want ellipse, if you want polygon, star, anything, or if you want to draw it yourself, so you can use the pen tool as well. So this is like a For if you have done designing, it's going to be a very smooth journey for you guys. So let me show you something before we start. So say for example, for bushes, I want this ellipse. Okay, now if you hold down the shift key, it will be, it will move, X and Y coordinate will move together. If you leave that, you can do in one direction. So this is basic simple stuff. Just I'm giving you the beginning, giving you the idea how we are going to work with. So this is how you can create a shape. Okay, and then you can modify all the properties on the right hand side. So if you want to change the fill color, you can do that. If you don't want the fill, you just want a stroke, click plus, this is your stroke, and remove the fill. So this is only a white circle. So like that we can play around. And now when we have to animate, we go to this animate panel from here, and then we can literally change any value. We just have to put a keyframe, like this is the initial point, this is the final point, and it will do the animation for you. So say for example, initially the circle is here, okay, and after some period I want to choose the position, x-axis, and I want to move it to here. So now you can see if I play this animation, the circle is moving. Quite easy, right? So this is what all animation looks like. All right, so we have enough of the background. Now let's go ahead and try to create this particular animation. Okay, you guys excited? Like, is it sounding little easy, little difficult? How it will be? And so I think I should keep this GIF or video somewhere in the corner so that I can refer it in between. Yep, somewhere. Perfect. All right, so I'm checking your comments in between. If you want to say something, if you want to ask something, you can ask here, or if you are okay with everything, you can watch the video, and by end of the video we'll do a question and answer session, or anything, any doubts you have or any queries you have, you can ask that. Perfect. So we have enough background data. Now what I'm gonna do is basically, now you have seen that we have tools here to work with. We can create shape, we can create with pen tool and stuff like that. But what happens here, although it's a web tool, it is capable of doing a lot of things, but still I find it's not that mature like how other applications are. Like if you talk about Adobe Photoshop, of course that's a pro application, we can create something like this, okay, here, no issue. But still I prefer working with Adobe XD whenever I want some some vertices, some shapes to be created. So I still prefer doing it with Adobe XD. So what we're gonna do in this tutorial, I'll be designing the all the drawing parts I'll be doing in Adobe XD, so which you can see right here. I'll just do it in a moment. Let me delete it before. Yeah, so I'll be designing everything inside Adobe XD, and then I will bring that all design inside Rive application. So you don't have to open the Rive, work online always. You can work with your native tool, your application installed, like Adobe XD if you're working with mobile application, and then you can bring that as a SVG path inside your Rive animation. So it's that simple. Okay, so what we're gonna do, fire up Adobe XD. Okay, and we are going to create a canvas 512 by 512, and by the way in Adobe XD also they call artboard, so we should stick to that terminology, artboard. So I'm creating a custom artboard of size 512 by 512. Perfect. And just a second, let me check the viewers count and the graph. Yeah, it's going perfect. Just a little bit insiders. All right, so this is what we have in Adobe XD, and this is what we have inside Rive. So both are like empty canvas, empty artboard. You can draw whatever you want, but I prefer doing it in Adobe XD and then bringing that thing inside Rive for animation purpose. All right, so as a reference, what I will do, Let me check where I captured. Just a second. This is Apple Pay. Or wait a second. I can quickly go to my profile. Hello Yasin, thank you so much for joining live stream. We have already started, like we have started with the idea what we are going to do, and you came at the right time, where we are going to discuss how things are done inside Adobe XD and how you can import that inside Rive application to animate it. So it works with any SVG path. If you have any existing application or like existing design which is SVG, you can bring inside Rive application and you can do the animation. It's pretty simple. So this little thing over here, let me zoom in. Okay, this is what we are going to create. So let me just capture it. Okay, copy, delete, back to original size, and now what I'll do, I will paste that image over here so that we don't have to use our imagination to draw. Instead, we can draw with the reference. So what I will do, I will reduce the opacity so we can see through, and I will just lock this object. So go to layers and lock it so that we don't accidentally move it. Perfect. Perfecto. Okay, so now we have the reference point. Here again we have the same standard tools. If you are new to designing stuff, it's a basic, like even if you Photoshop, anywhere you can find the same thing. Okay, just checking comments if you have any. All right, so what I'm gonna do, basically we'll be using a pen tool a lot of time, because everything here apart from these two circles here, everything is like custom drawn. So we'll be using a pen tool a lot of time. So let me just quickly draw something. So if you're new to drawing, like if you're new to designing stuff, it will take a little bit of time to get the perfection, but we are not here for perfection, but instead we are here for learning purpose. So whatever design it is, it doesn't really matter. We are basically learning how to do something. So let me just be a little fast. So I'm just creating quickly all the shapes that I need to. Okay, so we are done with this first part. So I'm going to select all of them and say group it. So this is our first group which we created. Now let's select the pen tool again. You can use the shortcut key P to grab the pen tool. And you guys can let me know if I'm going a little slow or going a little fast. And there's always a dispute on that, because I see on my channel somebody will watch the video and they will say, okay, you are going too fast. Somebody will say, okay, you are going too slow. So this is like something which will never end. People will complain about it, about this, but I'm gonna go with my pace. And of course I'll take your suggestion, just in case, like majority of them are saying the same thing. So that may be the valid suggestion, but there will be an exception always. Okay, so I'm just going to design real quick. Okay, so don't worry, you just need a little patience, not patient what I'm saying. Okay, to design something like this, because this is not a 5-minute job. This takes very long time, and of course, as I said, it requires patience as well. So this is our second element, this is our third element. Let's design this git icon as well. So grab this thing, grab a line, draw a line. Okay, so what I can do, I hope you guys are enjoying. Leave your feedback in the comment section so that I can see that people are still watching and they are into the video. Or if you're so busy watching, understanding, then leave it. No need to comment. Anyways, video will be ranked automatically if it's good. So nothing to worry about that. Okay, so we are just drawing the basic shapes over here, and now we can use some circle. Again, you can hold the shift key to have a perfect circle, or like if you want ellipse, then you can just leave the shift key and draw in whatever direction you want. Okay, this should be in center. Doesn't matter if it's a little bit here and there. And I don't want fill, only stroke is enough. And don't worry, I'm going to give it a stroke of bigger width so that it looks just like our design. And then I'm going to say Command D to duplicate it, put it here in the center, and reduce the size a little bit. Yep, that's perfect. And I think this should also be a little less. Yeah, looks good to me. And one more last thing to draw is this cute cat over here. Till now, loving it. Thank you so much, Pranab Saha, for your comment. You're gonna love it when you watch till end, of course, because this all stuff which you can see here is going to animate. It's going to turn from this little gray color to the like blinking what do we call blinking lights. I'm not getting the word exactly. Neon lights, yes, that is the word I was looking for. So how neon light blinks, that is how we are going to animate it. And this is a basic designing tutorial, you can say. We are creating the design. Is a Figma free product? Figma, brother, I have heard from a lot of people using Figma, but I never tried myself personally, so I cannot tell you whether it's free or not because I have not experienced it. I think it is free, I think, because a lot of people are using, and a lot of places I have found people using it, so it should be free because not everyone buys the product. All right, so here what I'm doing, basically this is something like this cat is a little tricky. So when I'm putting on the next position, basically I'm drawing one of, like at this point I dropped one of the handle, so to have a proper shape. So if you feel in between something, you can stop me and ask me, but not in too detail because it's not class or something. I'll be briefing you how I'm doing things, but you can have a look. Flutter is amazing, of course, there's no doubt in it. Banwari Kumawat, Flutter is amazing, that's why we are learning it, that's why we are working with it. It's just amazing piece of software. Yeah, okay, so let's continue. Are we continuing? Yes, we are continuing. I thought I left that path there and I started new path, but we are continuing on the same path. And see how I'm doing, like, because from here I want a line till this point, and I cannot do that directly because this handle stops me doing that. So I can just literally grab one of the handle just like that and click delete button. So it has only one handle to control, and now I can leave it somewhere here. So this was a little bit difficult part, so that's why I took a little bit time to explain it. I hope you people will not leave the live stream because of that, because this is what the fun part of designing. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much, Banwari, for your comment. I hope more people will join the live stream, so keep commenting. Your comment makes the video rank high, and other people can also get benefit from this, whatever tutorial I'm creating. All right, so let's draw the mustache, or what we call, is there any specific word for, I don't know. Not that great in vocabulary, so I'm going to leave it here before I mess up. Okay, so almost done. Like, I'm just done with creating all the paths. Now it's time to bring that inside. Oh wait, we have the eyes and smiley left, so let me just do that. And just for your information, this animation, like this, whatever will create flare animation, that we are going to bring inside Visual Studio Code with a Flutter application and will implement inside Flutter application. For that you have to wait for the next tutorial, but in this tutorial at least we'll create this animation part, because explaining all these things in one tutorial is very difficult, and you know I cannot speak more than 1 or 2 hours. All right, so somebody has joined. Lalit Ganda hai re. Okay, no issue. What is Ganda? I don't know whether this drawing is Ganda or you're talking about me. I don't really know. Anyways, Akobo is saying Control D for Windows guys. Loving this stream so far. Yeah, Control D. If you want to duplicate, you have to hit Control D on Windows, and if you're on Mac, just like me, then you can hit Command D. Okay, and you can tweak your things in between if you want. Just double click on your drawing and it will give you all the handles again to work with. So nothing hard and fast. So what I'm gonna do is select all of these here, okay, and then I'm gonna group it. So entire cat thing is in one group. Same thing for this guy, entire git thing in one group. This we already grouped. This is only one item, so we don't have to worry about that. Hello Victor, thank you so much for joining the live stream. So far it's going good. We have the shapes drawn in and still we have covered only 30 minutes. So we have next 30 minutes at least to do the animation part, and we'll see. So I'm going to select all the shapes whatever I have drawn so far, because every shape has a border property. I'm going to make it 8 pixel in size. So now you can see that the drawing, it's somewhat looking like what we have on the GitHub page, but you will notice, let me show you indeed. Let me zoom it a little bit. Okay, now you can notice that our edges are really sharp. It's not like the rounded corner which we have seen on the GitHub. So what we can do for that, here you can find all these little handles. So you see that it's very taking the edge part like here. So you can select this rounded thing. Now our lines became rounded, and also while let me show you that thing as well. If we have, yeah, we have it here. So now all the join points where we have the joins, this you can see you see as very sharp points, or like jump over here. So for that you can select this in between thing over here, which will give you the rounded shape while joining. So Akobo is saying, hey bro, could you recommend for us design books, maybe around UI UX as you continue? Of course. So to be honest, brother Akobo, I'm not a designer. I'm a developer who works on Android and iOS application, and it's just like out of my hobby. I am very interested to learn design stuff. So that is what it is. Okay. Now here I have a room to adjust a little bit here, because this circle should be a little bit bigger. So I'll make something like this. This already looks nice. So or a little bit we can enhance here also. Cool. So we got our tracing done. This is basically in terms of printing and all, this is called tracing. So we have traced whatever we wanted to design. So now I can move this original design over here, and look, we have a lovely design with us. And what left to do is bring this design inside Rive application and start animating. Perfect. You guys are awesome. Let me see how many viewers are still watching, and let me see how you guys are feeling about this part. We are done with the first part. We have seen how to draw things, like it's now a SVG path, a vectored animation, a vector drawing, and that I'm going to bring inside Drive application for the animation stuff. So write down, hit the comment section and let me know your feedback. Yeah, consistently people are watching and it's growing. Like first time I have seen more than 100 people have joined the live stream. Thank you so much guys. I didn't notice that this many people are watching. So hello and welcome to all of you. Leave in the comment section from where you are joining and from like how you're feeling, what's your mood. We can have a little bit of chit chat in the live stream. This is what live stream is for. Like, it's not a hard and fast video for 10 minutes. You have time, we have time, let's have some discussion, let's build some relationship, online relationship. Okay, don't get it wrong. So totally understandable. Awesome, dude, you're awesome. Thank you so much. We have awesome feedback here, so I'm pumped up, I'm excited to do the animation part. So can I ask you please? Yes, Unity Ninja, go ahead and ask your question. Mr. Carroll is here. Hello, Mr. Carroll. I have seen you in a lot of my live stream, your comments in a lot of my videos. So welcome to live stream once again. Love the design so far. Mine is coming along as well. Akobo, you are already a designer. So of course, it's gonna be awesome session this time. Perfect. And guys, if you want to contribute to this live stream, like you want to give some tip or something, you can go ahead and click that super chat or super sticker, whatever is available inside your country, or you can go to BMC, which is Buy Me Coffee, and if you like my design, you can go ahead and contribute there as well. So far so good. So we are in the next phase of our tutorial, done with the part 1, and now let's bring that inside. Yeah, let's bring that inside Rive application. So I'm going to switch back to my screen sharing. Unity Ninja is asking something. I'm a designer. I'm working on animated icon pack. Tell me, Unity Ninja, how can I help you with that? Or I'm not literally a designer, but I have some little bit of designing, skills. It's a born thing. I don't know from where it came, my mother or my father, but it is there somewhat little bit. So 132 people. Thank you so much, Abhishek Kumar, for updating me. It's going awesome live stream. Thank you so much for you guys for commenting, because of which it went to so many people. I can see that in the design, this cat face is a little bit messed up, but nothing to worry. This is just a quick design tutorial. You can take your own time to create your own animation depending on the product you have. So there you will not have the time limitation, just like I do have. So now at least it's looking better to me at least. How to use AI in Flutter? I don't know AI. What should I learn for AI? You're saying about artificial intelligence or Adobe Illustrator? This is a little bit confusing. I think you're asking about artificial intelligence. So that is something we cannot discuss right now because we are into design tutorial. Of course, we'll talk about it later. Thank you so much for asking the question. So now it's time to export this design and bring that inside Rive online tool. So let's go ahead, select them all. Okay, press Command G. So now we have a one shape. Okay, and I'm going to name it, and naming is also important because this is like live stream. I cannot spend that much time naming. So I'm going to say theme change design, something like that. And in between we have grouped the cat, we have grouped the git icon. So it's good idea to name that as well. So just I'm going to name this guy cat. And what this group is, yes, this is a git icon. So I'll say git. I don't know what is it's a git or not, but something is there. And this one, what it is, it looks something like bush, or I don't know, it's a stone or something. Yeah. Okay. One of my teacher is asking on me on Facebook Messenger whether I'm married or single. So let me tell you guys also that I'm married. Like it's been 3 years, long journey, right? Okay. It just came in between, so I thought to share with you guys as well. All right, so we have everything in place. I'm just going to select this design, press Command E or Control E if you're on Windows, and it is going to export whatever I have designed in the form of PNG or whatever. So instead of PNG, I'm going to select SVG so that it has all the information, all the coordinates, everything. And let's save it somewhere here inside YouTube folder. Okay, export, done. So whatever we designed is exported. I used Command E for exporting. You can use shortcut or you can use from here, file, export, like this, whatever you can use. Okay, so done with Adobe XD. I'm going to save it. Okay, save it with whatever name, doesn't matter. Now we are back inside Rive application. Now when you bring your SVG animation, you can, like, you will get the artboard created by default. So I'm going to delete this artboard and bring the SVG animation. So where we saved it, inside the YouTube folder, there's a theme change.svg. Just drag it simply. Why it's not dragging? On the empty part. Okay, perfect. So we have the new artboard created. Congratulations. 134 people are watching. Thank you so much. And it's like quite you know, like the latency is very less, like the delay, sorry, the delay is very less. I can see whenever I switch, it's immediately coming. So you guys are watching me in just matter of 2-second difference. So if you have any question, just drop it here. Somebody, Sanath, is playing blue blue blue, ha ha ha. Okay, maybe the joke I cracked. How can okay, Unity Ninja is asking some question. We'll take it at the end of the live stream. So we are inside Rive application now, and if you want to try Rive, you can go to rive.app, login, and you are good to go. So now our task is to animate this thing. First thing first, what I'll do, I'll change the canvas size. We can leave it as it is, but I don't want to work with the decimals inside Flutter. So for easiness, I'm going to make it 512 by 512, of course. Okay, and then bring this item in the center, just like that. Perfect. So by default, what we have is the day theme, we can say. Like, no, not actually day theme. Inside in day, it should be down. If you check over here, so when it's day, the cat is hidden in the bushes, and when it's night time, it will just wake up, it will just blink the eyes, and then, like, it's just trying to come outside if nobody is watching. And that is what impressed me in the first go, like how the animator, how the creator has thought about this idea. Like the cat will be sitting behind the bushes or something like that. And even the creativity, because this cat represents GitHub, so they have created something which represents their brand. So if you are having any mobile application for online shopping, for any purpose, you can create this animation which represents your brand. So you doesn't really need to follow this animation, but you can create your custom animation as well. So that was the point. How can I add my custom animated icon packs to my iPhone? Brother Unity Ninja, I really don't have any information about that. I'm sorry to say, but anybody else who knows about this, you can leave the comment section, leave your comment in the comment section below, what he have asked, if any designer is there. And custom icon packs in your iPhone, you can connect your iPhone, and I don't know, like AirDrop you can use if you are just want to transfer the files, or you can mail yourself, you can do a WhatsApp. There are many options, but I'm not really sure what you have asked, so I cannot answer that. Like, I'm not in a position to answer that. So let's go ahead and not waste any time and start animating things. So design wise, what happened? Okay, design wise, this is the design we are going to work with. And in animation, we have to select each and every element and animate it. So first thing, inside Rive application, whenever it creates animation, it creates with the 60 frames per second. So what you have to do, this is the untitled animation. So I'm going to name it too dark, maybe. Yeah, too_dark. Okay, so this animation will be to convert the theme from light to dark. Okay, that's why I named too dark. And here this little drop down is there, you can click on that, and here you can see all the configuration of your animation. So this animation is for 1 second, the speed of playing is 1x, and snap keys is 60 frames per second. So 60 frames per second is a little bit too much, so I'm going to keep it 30 frames per second. And you can see that the duration has become half, like half of the second. So I'm going to make it 1 second of animation, right? 30 frames per second in 1 second. Rest all are fine, so you can hit outside. Okay, it has already created one keyframe, so we can, oh sorry, yeah, we can delete this keyframe, we don't need this. All right, so we have now empty timeline to start animating things. So this thing over here is called timeline. I hope I'm sharing my screen and not my face. Yeah, so some people are asking question. Let's have a look before we start, you know, playing with the timeline. Which architecture is the best for Flutter? Your opinion, please. Architecture wise, MVC is the globally known architecture, at least on Earth planet. Like everybody prefers MVC, and there, like, people have changed the name little bit platform to platform. So somewhere it's called MVVM, somewhere it's called MVU, model view update, but MVC is basic the architecture which you should follow. Yes, Banwari Kumar, Kumawat, you are exactly right. MVVM is the best architecture, which in term is something like MVC. Okay, Walaikum Assalam Shafqat Nadeem, sorry. It's like little too small to read. All right, so let's begin animation. This is our timeline, which looks really empty. First thing what we see when we animate, just have a closer look now. And let me check the count as well. It has been decreased so far, no issue. Maybe I did something wrong in between, which is fine. People will be joining and leaving, but whole point is, if you're trying to understand something, it should be easy and it should be understandable in format. So let's see how the to dark animation happens, from light to dark. So when I click the switch, this light glows, then this light glows, or this light glows. After that, everything turns up. Okay, let's see once again. First, second, third, fourth, and then the cat slowly comes up. So this is what we have to create. So first thing is this red half circle. So let's go to Rive again. Select this guy over here. Okay, this is what we have to animate. So as soon as you click the switch, you want to animate. So what I'm going to do is, I can see that this animation is not for 1 second. Instead, it's a bit longer. Yep, it's for 2 seconds. So 2 seconds would be fine. Yeah, I think we need 2 seconds to animate the cat and everything. So Shafqat Nadeem is saying, you're the one who taught me blog. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nadeem, for joining the live stream. I really love you guys. Because of you people, our channel is growing, we are sharing information, and that is what I love to do. All right, so now it's a 2 second animation. Let's back to the tutorial before others also leave us. So we have 2 seconds of animation. So what I want, as soon as the user click on the switch button, after little bit of time, like 10 frames or 15 frames, so say for example 15 frames we take, here you can see we are on the 15th frame. I want this half circle to glow in the red one. Okay, so select the design which you want, this path. Okay, and this is what we are going to change. So instead of this color 7070, it should be red. So I'll put a breakpoint. This is not breakpoint, sorry, being a developer I always say it as breakpoint. It's a keyframe. So let's hit this diamond thing over here. This is called keyframe, which means at this point you have this value, and as you keep adding the keyframes, you are specifying that multiple instance of time you want a different values, and automatically the animation software is going to handle that. So at this particular time I want this color, which is fine. After 5 frames, say for example, we can change that later. I want another keyframe. Okay, and at this time I want something else, like different color. So I'm going to choose some random red color. Okay, just like that. Okay, yeah, initial color we haven't provided, so let's go ahead and provide the initial color as well. So what was that? 700. 7070. Now let's see whether it's animating or not. You see there's an animation happening. So when you click the switch, basically it will go like this and it will turn red, so which will present like neons and lights are glowing. So this is what we want to create, and same thing will be repeating for other shapes as well. And at the end, finally we'll do some animation on the position as well for cat, like cat is moving in the X and Y direction. So for rest of the thing, we are going to do this same trick. And you can see, if you see in little detail, let me just zoom in, the color is changing from like to become from gray to red. It's changing to light pink, then some hot pink, then red, then something else. Okay, we don't want that behavior. So what we can do over here, or I think yes, here we can say that we don't want the linear transformation, or I think I should select both of them. Yeah, so this transition which is happening from gray to red should not be linear, like it shouldn't change gradually. Instead it should be hold. So it will be gray for all the time, and the final time it will become just red. You can see the graph here as well. So let's see, now it's gray, and here it became red. Okay, now of course we need this keyframe. Either you can keep it here or here, doesn't really matter, but we need this keyframe because it should not be red from the beginning. It should be something else in the beginning and then it should become red. So that is why we need 2 keyframes here. Okay, so now we have seen the first one. Now let's go ahead and quickly do it for the second one. So this one will turn up the second. So after 20 frames, this will start turning on. So let's put it on 21st frame. I'll put a keyframe here. Then after some time, I'll put another keyframe, and this time it should be something orange, if I'm not wrong. Like this. So I'm not sticking with the exact colors because this is just a demo. And I'll put at the end of this live stream, I'll put link in the description for this design, which you can go ahead and tweak yourself. If you want to create for yourself, if you want to customize the colors, you can do that. So again, the same thing, first value I forgot to change. So let's go ahead and make it 707070. So at the beginning, it will be gray. Okay. Then we will select all, make it a hold, and then it will turn to orange. So first this is lighting up, after that this is lighting up, and then we'll make this one, the third one, which we call bush, right here. Yep. Okay, we can select all of them. 3 path I can select at the same time because these 3 are going to have the same animation. At the same time it will glow. So at this point, let me put, so 23rd frame, this orange one stops, like it becomes orange. So after that, maybe I can take 2 or 3 frames like this. Just 1 frame, let me, okay. I'll put a breakpoint over here, move 2-3 frames ahead, put another breakpoint, and this time we have to change the color to, I guess, blue. Yeah, it should be something neon blue. Perfect. Let's get back to the previous keyframe and make it 707070. Now let's see what we have. You see, one after other things are glowing, like it's lighting up. Okay, and now for this guy over here, let's expand it, the git, select all of them. Okay, no, we cannot select all of them, so we have to separately work with, yeah, I think for circles we have to work separately. Never mind. So let's do it for these 2 strokes. I want it first gray, so I have a breakpoint over here. I have another breakpoint, and let me know if you guys think that my energy is going down, because now I can see that, like I can feel that I'm talking very slow. I'm talking, you know, that energy is going because from continuously 1 hour I'm talking. So leave some comments so that I become active, so that I become, you know, watchable at least. Okay. Anyways, I hope you people are understanding, you people are enjoying, because for that is what for I'm doing all this effort. So you people should learn by end of this live stream something. Money is another aspect, but that is not that important, but knowledge is more important, honestly. So now at this point we want it to make which color? Green. Let's just see it once. Yeah, it's green. Thank you, Nadeem, for your feedback. Which color we wanted to make it? Yes, green. So let's go ahead and select this two path, and we are going to make it green by using this picker. So let's make it some bright green. I don't know. We can even use the picker from here, but I'll just leave that because that will be too much of work. Or let me just show you how to do that. Instead of picking something random, I'll pick the exact color. So you can just create one template thing here, pick the color from here, and now you have the hex code. So Adobe XD is really powerful. It's really helpful. Like I use it a lot of time, like all the time. So we got the exact hex code what GitHub is using. So GitHub should not send me a notice of copy paste copyrights. Okay, so I'm using now the exact green which GitHub is using, and at this point let's make it gray. So you all know the color code. It's 707070. It's a 6-digit hex color. Okay, and we have the animation over here. Yes, and something I forgot, it should be hold, not linear. So make sure to do that so that it suddenly jumps up. You see, it's working perfectly fine. And people are doing some comments. Interesting. Which laptop you're using? Abhishek Kumar, I'm using this MacBook 2019. It's 2019. Yeah, it's 2019, which comes with the touch bar, and it works really great. If you have knowledge, you will get money. Yes, Banwari Kumawat, you are correct for sure. All right, so let's move in our live stream, and let me just quickly check the viewers count if people are still watching me. Yes, people are still watching. It's going perfectly fine, and there was a bump in this live stream in between, and somehow it just went off, but it's totally fine. Just a little bit of insights. Okay, now we have all the shapes. The circles are remaining, so this circle should also glow at the same time. What we can do, why we have two ellipses in one ellipse, I don't really know. Okay, so first let's play with the first one. Am I using any fills or what? No, right? Let me just have a look. What if I delete one? Yes. These are the shapes. Anyways, we can work with individually, no matter how much time it's going to take. Of course it matters for you. You have to leave, I know. Just wait a second. Just watch us design something interesting. And I hope you subscribe the channel as well if you have not done that. How dare you not to subscribe the channel? Just kidding. All right, just some nonsense of talking while I'm doing this dirty job of copy pasting. So this is now green. Perfect. Same thing I'm going to do for this guy. So I'll put a breakpoint here. I'll put a breakpoint somewhere here. Same point. So entire this git icon is glowing at once. So 2 breakpoints. Initially, where it went, where it is. Yes. So we'll copy paste the same color. So from gray, let me just do that one more time. 7070 thing. From gray to green. Okay, not bad. I'll just mute myself for a couple of seconds because it's adhan time. Perfect. Thank you so much, inshallah. And thank you so much, brother, for your comment. Thank you so much, Nadeem. And we're back in the tutorial. We are animating stuff, and I hope people are still watching. Yes, they are watching me. All right. So you have seen how I have animated, like from these gray lines, how it's turning up and how it's becoming, see, the red, orange, purple, then green, and then everything turns up for this guy, cat. But I can see that these two shapes are turning before. So which are these two culprit shapes? Let me just find it out. Shape number 14 for sure, and what is this shape? Wait a second, why this guy is not selecting? Yeah, shape 14 and 15, these two are not having the linear hold transition, right? So now let's have a look at what we have created. Perfect. So with color we are done, like we have spent 1 hour to create this thing from scratch. So we created the design, we are animating the colors, which is done. Now we have to animate the cat. So for that I'll move a little bit fast because I don't want to keep it a whole day live session. So basic idea I will give you how to work with that, and if you want a second tutorial as well on like in detail how I'm doing masking and how I'm doing other stuff, I'll tell you that as well. But let's cover that in 5 minutes. Let's try to do that in 5 minutes. So it's 7:11 over here. In next 5 minutes, which is 7:16, I'll try to animate this little cat over here. Okay, so everything is turning up, which is fine. Now this is done. Initially the cat should not be here. The cat, when it's daytime, it should be sort of blinks, so you add an extra keynote. Okay, yes, you are right, Mr. NG Tech. So you have a very detailed observation. Actually I noticed that too, but just for the demo sake I was just trying to escape from there. But the idea remains same, like you have to turn it off one more time and turn it on one more time. So you already know the idea. So you see that green git icon, it just blinks like a light bulb blinks. So I'll just take a moment to do that because it's very interesting to get it noted by someone in the audience. I knew that this is there, but I was just trying to escape from there. You caught me. All right, so from here it's turning on. You just have to turn it off and turn it on again. It's that simple. Let's just do it. So all the keyframes which you have done for the cat, you can move it further. It's doable. You don't have to animate it again. And within this time, what I'm gonna do is after one frame, or let's take 2 frames, at least it should be observable. Okay, and then I'm going to select all this path again from here. Cool. What happened? Nothing got selected? Yeah, we have to do this separately. I forgot. My bad. Oh man, why you're doing this with me? So path 6 and 7, what we're gonna do, we're gonna turn it off. Before that I'm gonna copy it. So let's say 707070 and turn the keyframe on. So at this point it's going to turn off, and again after 2 keyframes, let's say here, it's gonna turn on again. So you paste the green color, you turn on the key, and now you can see that blinking effect, right? It's quite subtle because this is linear, that's why. So, and also I'm putting it nearby the keyframes, so you can move the keyframes a little ahead so that you see that it's turning off, it turning on again. Now you can see that blink over here. Same thing we can do for the circle, but I'm not going to do it. That job is for you. When I leave the link in the description, you have to go and you have to animate the circle as well. Okay, so these 4 keyframes over here in this area for you guys, make sure to do that as a practice for yourself. Okay, and then let's go ahead. We have 2-3 minutes left to animate this cat. Okay, let's try to do that. So what I want, initially this cat from here, the beginning of the animation, so we started our animation from half of the second, like 15 frames ahead or somewhere around that. So in the beginning, this cat, which is this entire group over here, should not be here. It should be, we can change the location, so you can see the position over here. You can make it, do like this. So I'm going to hide it over here. Now you see there's a problem, because when the cat is going down, it's not hiding itself, because other shapes are just lines, how it will hide it. Even if you put behind it, it's gonna display because the other things are just lines. So what we can do, we can apply masking over here. So quickly I will tell you how it happens. So let's get back to the design part, because this is something related to design. I hope, yeah, we are in the same position. So let's fix this position, not inside animate, but inside the design itself. So initially the design should be here, the y coordinate should be like this, okay? And what I want is only that upper head, like the ears should be visible. So I can go ahead and create a shape. So I'm going to select from here this thing till this part. Okay, I'm just drawing a line where it should be visible, so all the upper part should be visible. And this is just fine lines I'm drawing, and you can just play around with it. So till this point, like this, and then you can draw just a container. Okay, so this path, basically it's not a part of drawing, it's just a shape, it's a path which our cat is going to follow for the masking. So let's hit escape. And I know this live stream is going little long, but trust me, it's going to be worth. So I have removed the fill, at least we can see something. And now let's select this cat and tell that I want to apply clipping by hitting this plus, and it will ask you to pick a shape to use as a clipping source. So I'm going to hit that on this custom shape. Okay, now it's gone. You can see that only one eye of the cat is visible. So I'm going to hide this shape as well, so I don't want even stroke. Perfect. So now our cat, only one eye is visible. So that is another part of animation where the animator has just added, you know, only the ears and not the eyes. So eyes also gets visible after first animation. So people are saying yeah, nothing, it's just Kevin Tur, he's saying it looks cool now. Thank you so much for your suggestion. And we took not 2 minute extra, but still we haven't animated the cat, but at least we achieved something. Now I'm not going to, or am I? It's just you know, perfection. Like when you're designing something, it's creative stuff, you are never satisfied, you want to keep editing, keep modifying. So that's a design process, you will never be happy with it, but we have to agree somewhere at some point. What I'm doing, just designing some random stuff. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, just to hide the eyes so that initially the eye should not be visible, I'm going to make this shape something like this. So the masking, I'm moving some notification, somebody subscribed, or some donation. Thank you so much Amarjyoti Gautam for subscribing the channel. Okay, so I just modified my mask. Come on, get rid of. Okay, now you can see only one part. Now it's pretty simple, right? We have the cat here, go to animate. Okay, at the beginning it's here, which is fine. And once all the light turns up, at this point we'll turn up this cat face also somewhat. I can see a little bit of eye as well, but I'll leave it for you guys. And from this point I want this cat to move up, like it should come, it should not hide, it should show up. So let's select the cat itself, put a breakpoint on its position. So this point, it's fine. After a few frames it should be like this. So again, now I know that I'm skipping a part of animation where it just comes up halfway and then it goes full way. So that you can do, the blinking of eye you can do, because I have given you all the information you need to do. You need to animate stuff. So let's have a look what we have. And I can see that the mustache is being clipped off. So let's go ahead and tweak this guy. Perfect. And let's see our animation for one more final time. Is there a way to make it 100%? Snapping nodes, zoom 100%. I want it center also. Yeah, let's have a look. Everything turns up and the cat comes up. Makes sense, right? So you can animate whatever you want. Animation and designing is just a creative stuff. Like you can, it's just your imagination, what you want to create, what you can. So like sky's the limit. You can create whatever you want for based on your product, based on your logo, based on your branding. You can create a lot of stuff. You can play around with this animation as well to fix it, to make it a two-step like cat should come in two-step. You can do all this tweak. I'll put link in the description for this design where you can fork it and modify yourself. So I hope this is all about this live stream. And don't forget, before you leave, okay, it's not an end, before you leave, in next video or maybe like next video of this series, I'm going to use this flare animation inside the Flutter application to create a setting page where I'll put this animation, and I'll create the switch button as well, which you can see over here, so that we can directly create inside Flutter application. And using that switch, basically I'll be doing all this animation stuff. So entire page will be turning white, black based on this animation. How cool will be that? So make sure you hit the subscribe button, you like this video so that it reaches to all the people, okay, so they also get benefited. Okay, something is missing, or am I doing something wrong? No, I think this is way too far. It should not be at this height. Yeah, this is fine. So leave your comment section, I always say comment section. Leave your comment in the comment section below if you have enjoyed the video, and leave your feedbacks, leave your comments, leave how you felt about this video. If I did something wrong, if I did some mistake, just ignore it. And I hope you people enjoyed. So I'm waiting for your feedback now. Okay, let me just have a look. Unfortunately, I haven't received any super chat from Banwari Kumawat, so I don't know. Your money is safe. It doesn't, if it doesn't reach to me, means it at least you will get it back, so don't worry about that. But I didn't receive anything, to be honest, because I cannot see here in the chat box. So let's play this animation in the loop. Where is the looping option? Here is the loop option, and voila. So we created the GitHub light to dark mode animation in 1 or 1.5 hours with all this nonsense shit I was talking in between. And I hope it was helpful. I hope it was informative. You learned something. This was, a creative idea, a creative aspect of a mobile developer, because we are dealing a lot of UI UX related things. So I just found it a little catchy, and I thought, why not to create something like this? So I hope you enjoyed. Leave your comments now. I'm waiting for your comments. Okay, Samuel Alim is asking, which app series coming next? Brother, for app series, it's really like very hard time for me to decide some app series, because that requires a lot of dedication, a lot of dedicated time, to be honest. And I'm not having that much time at this point. But of course, time by time, I'll keep on creating, some design stuff, some application like Adobe XD, application like Wondershare Mockit or Flutter coding, GetX tutorial. Of course, CodeX is very famous now for GetX tutorials, so I'll be creating that as well. And in between, you can see all other stuff as well. So I don't know. I cannot tell you when I'll release some series of application, but of course, one day I'll do that as well. Will you start WebRTC Flutter development ever? WebRTC, I've just heard about it, that it uses for video and this calling and stuff like that, but that is too complicated topic to cover inside Flutter, because WebRTC alone is a like very big topic. We have to first study that, and then we have to bring that in Flutter. So of course it's a huge topic. You can join me on Discord. We can have some project, open source project, where we can work together if I have some spare time. So of course it's a nice idea. It's a nice exploration point. Thank you so much, Banwari Kumawat. I finally received your super chat. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate your involvement in the live stream, your comments. Thank you so much by sending 20 rupees as well. So I hope we are going to end the live stream now because we are done with our work and we receive a lot of good feedback as well. Everyone is saying thank you, bro, you will start. Yeah, I've read that comment as well. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for joining, and don't forget to subscribe the channel if you're new here, and like the video so that it reaches everyone. Leave your comment as well if you want to spread the video. Share with your friends, share with your development only friends who are into development or into design, because if you share with your brother and sister, they are not going to watch it full and it will reduce the ranking of the application. So share with all your colleagues, share with all the Flutter enthusiasts who are willing to learn Flutter, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching the video, and you can leave your comment as well. I'm here for 2 minutes, but I'll switch off the camera and you will see the ending screen now.